Hey everybody, welcome back to Rhino Plumbing's YouTube channel. I'm Trevor and I'm here today with the man Ryan, who is the owner operator of Rhino Plumbing out of Morinville, Alberta, servicing all the areas local to Edmonton. So Edmonton, Morinville, St. Albert. And do you go as far as Sherwood Park? Is that a bit too far?
Sherwood Park might be a little too far, depending on what we're doing. Installs will make the journey. Legal, forgetting about Legal.
Okay.
Westlock, we don't mind Westlock jobs, that's for sure. Onoway.
There you go. So a lot of these small towns in like central Alberta, north of Edmonton, kind of central around the Yellowhead Trail generic area, right?
Yeah, we mentioned St. Albert. St. Albert's a big one. Yeah, we love St. Albert. St. Albert and Morinville are in line with each other. We go there often. Yeah. Same with Legal. So that's, and anywhere within 50 miles of that.
Right? Great areas to work in. And today we're going to be talking about what you should do before you run into a plumbing issue. So Ryan, we were talking briefly before we started the video, and you were telling me, something that, I never really thought of before, calling your plumber before you have a problem. So maybe explain a little bit about that.
That is a good idea. If people get concerned about calling their plumber, as soon as you pick up the phone, either they're going to be too busy to talk to you or it's going to cost you money. That's not the truth. I think calling your plumber can save you money. Call the guy before the problem starts. I've seen a lot of people have simple issues. I don't know, a plugged toilet is a good one. They go through and they'll buy a drain snake and they'll do all sorts of things, and the drain snake doesn't work. The problems they have, when they could have just called me, I lend out a toilet auger for free. You just come by my house, grab it, take it and go. You would have called me and saved that money, and instead of calling another plumbing company that may be from out of town and they may just send out a guy, because you call a secretary and they are trained to send out a guy, and then you spent $300 to $500 on a job you could have done very easily by yourself. Obviously this doesn't equate to everybody. Some people don't care. It is what it is. Come get it done, and that's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to touch my toilet. If it's got a problem, I want somebody else to fix that thing, right?
And we'll gladly do it. That's what we do. So
what other kinds of problems do people have that could be avoided, or they could save a service call if they just give you a shout?
Home renovations. A lot of times you just want to change your own vanity or change your own bathroom around, and that's fine. If you call us, it's a two-step process. You call us, we come out and we can consult with you and talk to you, and then while on site, disconnect everything, cap the lines and whatnot, and then you go ahead and tear out your stuff, your vanity, your toilet, whatever it may be, and then you put in your new stuff, and then we come and put new valves on and tie in your drainage, tie in your new faucet, install your toilet, and then we're done. So two steps, and just a quick call. We can guide you through. You can send me pictures, things like that. There's things that can happen over the phone that are very simple, and any issues, many people have called out a furnace tech and the furnace is fine. You just needed to change the air filter or flick a certain switch or check something simple that we could have easily diagnosed over the phone. And this just, it sounds like, yeah, I'm giving away work. I'm not trying to give away work or not do the work. What I'm saying is, if you call us, we get this stuff done, you save your money, and then come back to us when you want to install or you really need us, and you actually have that home reno or plumbing budget saved because you didn't spend it on things you didn't need to.
Okay, so that's a nice thing to offer people. They can save a few dollars here, a few $100 here and there. Now, what are some instances where you see people get into trouble? They try doing something on their own, and then it becomes a complete mess and actually costs them more money because you have to correct the mess of that they did.
Well, that is drain cleaning again is a good one. I mean, they put Drano and things down. That's not a good idea. just call right away. We have solutions for this. Renovations is a big one thing I would say with renovations is get people with big references. It's your legal right to get references and quotes and stuff. So check around, make sure you get the right guy. Everyone has a story about a renovation that went wrong and cost them a fortune, and now the person's gone or out of business or whatever. Get people that have been around and know what they're doing, preferably ticketed carpenters or ticketed electricians, plumbers, something along those lines. Somebody that's been around and has some education in the field. I mean, furnaces, right away, if your furnace is broke down, call your heating plumbing guy. Give us a call. We can talk to you about the basic troubleshooting that you can do. Instead of taking apart the furnace and maybe burning out a control board or wrecking something else that could cost a substantial amount.
Yeah, so before you get your fingers in there, or doing a search online or on ChatGPT or another AI search function, before you go ahead and do that and think you can save yourself a whole bunch of money by DIYing it yourself, if you're not confident, not comfortable with what's going on there, not maybe mechanically apt, and you've never touched it before, maybe it's something you shouldn't do, and you should definitely call a plumber. Now there are some things you can do. Of course, I've had the situation where our furnace died, and it was, of course, the coldest day of the year. This was last year. Furnace completely crapped out, and I was able to call a heating guy, and he kind of walked us through troubleshooting things that we could do to try and see if it was this problem or that problem. Well, it turned out the control board was not functioning, not working. So luckily we had a wood fireplace, so we had that going. We kept the home warm using a wood fireplace, and then he came immediately first thing in the morning and he replaced the control board and everything like that. So sometimes that helps. If we would have gotten someone out in the middle of the night to come and fix that furnace, there's a charge for the guys at the wholesaler to open up the store. So they charge you for that, even if somebody's available. So that could have cost $1,000 just for that fix. But when it's the dead of winter, you don't want your pipes to freeze or your people to freeze. We had, electric space heaters. There was ways to get around it. So, maybe share some examples and some stories that you've had where you could have saved someone some money, or could have saved them some grief, but it just didn't work out that way.
Well, I don't remember you calling me for that furnace, but that's okay. Yeah, I think sometimes a simple repair. I don't want to mention this because hopefully the guy that this happened to isn't watching, but I saw a fellow doing some home renos, and what he had done is the pipe sticks out the wall, and he had cut the pipe right to the wall because he saw shark bites, and you can put the shark bites, if you shouldn't do this, but you can put them behind the wall. So he would put the shark bites behind the wall, and he did that to all of his fittings in his house. So under the kitchen sinks, under the bathroom vanity, everywhere. Well, it turns out that they weren't connecting properly because the pipe was moving and whatnot. And sometimes, if you don't know exactly how to work this stuff, it doesn't work properly. And I believe that shark bites are for an emergency quick fix only, and we should use Verpex connectors and whatnot, copper, sweat, whatever. But anyways, 50% of these leak. So his reno that he had done and put time and energy and money into, unfortunately, caused him a massive insurance claim. So it was just more detriment to his household. He was already doing a reno, and it was a lot of time and stuff. And then all of a sudden a big insurance claim. And then in the end, he ended up getting professionals anyways, because get done.
Yeah, that's, plumbing is one thing that I don't touch. Being an electrician, I can deal with that. That's fine. But anything to do with water, because water, I think, causes way more damage than electrical, because there's safety measures in place with electrical stuff. I mean, there's circuit breakers, there's things that are meant to protect the home, protect the property, and protect the people.
Yeah.
With water, you get a water leak and you don't notice it for a while. It can cause tons of damage, mold, all those things. So I refuse to do that. Just don't do it.
That's a smart idea. All the guys that own buildings and apartments and stuff, and they've been around, they may have even done a ton of building maintenance. As soon as it comes to water, they call the plumber and put it on them. It's a lifesaver for sure. Yeah. Why would you risk a flood in your income property or your home or your building or anything? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all we got for today. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And if you are in that position where you are looking for a plumber and you have a certain issue, don't hesitate to give them a call. Call your local plumber first. I mean, you could be watching this from anywhere in Alberta, but if you're in the Legal, Morinville, Westlock, St. Albert, Edmonton area, definitely give Rhino Plumbing a call and be happy to talk with you on the phone and kind of talk through a set of troubleshooting things that you can do. And if it turns out that you need a pro, well, he's already on the phone, so he can come out and give you a quote. Thanks so much for joining us today, and I hope that you learned something and you found this valuable. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.